Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and participants, good evening and a warm welcome to the virtual workshop on empowerment through self-defense. As part of the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence in 2023. My name again is Dr. Oyin Owawambuzo, CEO, Blue Diamond African Health Foundation, who is co-hosting this event with Glorious Teens Ministry from Benue. This workshop is a significant step towards fostering a society where individuals can reclaim their power and feel safe in an increasingly uncertain world. Throughout this event, we will explore the transformative potential of self-defense in empowering individuals to stand up against gender-based violence. Together, we will delve into various strategies, tools, and mindsets that promote personal safety and resilience. I encourage active engagement, insightful discussions, and the exchange of ideas. Let us join hands, share experiences, and work collectively towards creating a safer and more inclusive world for all. I am excited to embark on this journey with each and every one of you. Thank you for being here, and let's make these 2 days count. Thank you very much. So right about now, I would like to introduce our facilitator for the next 2 days. She is none other than Dr. Beatrice Onoja, our CEO of Teens Ministry, CEO of Glorious Teens Ministry, Benue, and also wears the cap as the state coordinator for Association Against Child and Gender-Based Violence, Benue's chapter. She is an esteemed scholar and professional with a PhD in literature. She is the executive director of Glorious Teens Ministry, a faith-based NGO focused on young people. She is a pastor, a part-time lecturer with J.S. Tucker University, Makurdi. She is a gender advocate and, as I said, a focal person of the ASCGBV Benue chapter. And she has held various positions and is an exceptional leader. She is a level 1 empowerment for self-defense instructor trained by the Empowerment for Self-Defense Global in 2022. So please, let's welcome her to the floor. Dr. Beatrice, are you online?
Yes, I'm here. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening, my MC, my NC.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yeah. Thank you very much for the opportunity in the spirit of 16 days of activism. Yes. We celebrate ourselves as women, we celebrate women, and we keep pushing to fight against gender-based violence. Good evening, the audience there. I'm seeing Ira Lori.
I think some people are
Good evening, madam. Good evening, madam.
Good evening.
Scholar. We will try and come.
Yes. One thing about empowerment is that you can be speaking to 100 people and it's just one person that may take it home. So I believe that one person is here already. So I think we can go on.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So we can start?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so let me
Yes,
start.
please.
Okay. I will need to share my screen.
Okay. IT, please make her a host so that she can share.
Yes, please go ahead and share your screen.
Okay. Has already said, well, today we are holding a 2 days virtual workshop to commemorate the 16 days of activism for 2023. And of course, it's talking about uniting to invest and to prevent gender-based violence. And of course, the key word in that theme for me, or for this particular workshop, is that prevention. And that's why we're talking about empowerment through self-defense as one of the key tools for that prevention. So though we are not many, but as many as joined the group, you can look at what is on the screen. I think we should start by doing one or two things so that it can be interactive and engaging. So I would like those of us online to share a fun or interesting fact about your own experiences with self-defense or empowerment. That is, you give us one scenario where you try to defend yourself. What was the outcome? We would like to hear so that that can trigger our discussion for today.
Please kindly raise your hands if you want to speak, please.
Anyone can start. I believe we are in a society where we have a lot of people that want to be mischievous, and we come across them daily at work, at home, in school, out there. So I want someone, or each one of us that has had any experience of an attack, and you tried to defend yourself, or you defended yourself. Would you like to share that experience and the outcome of that experience?
Okay, can I share something?
Yes, please.
Okay, I think years past, while we're still in university, I think I was in a lecture hall, and there was this engineering guy then who wanted me to be his girlfriend by force. So I told him, I said, it's not possible. Do you find somebody by force? Abi, you try to gain the person's trust or love? Do you earn love by force? He said, yes, it's by force that I must like him. I said, I won't go hard. I said, okay, no problem. Can I softly tell you that I am not interested? The guy said no, that if I don't agree, that he's going to make sure that I disappear from the school. I said, really?
Wow.
I said, as in, you are a god, or you are the head of you are in charge, you are the VC of the school. He said that I should try him. That didn't stop there. Every time I had classes, this guy was always behind me, making noises. I can't concentrate on my lectures and every other thing. And I now grew very angry one time. And it led to an exchange of words. And he wants to show himself, because I later found out that he was in a cult group. So I think he wanted to show that he was high and mighty and wanted to give me a slap. So I don't know what happened that day. I've never taken any lessons in self-defense though, but I as I saw the hand coming up, I don't know, I just blocked it and just gave him one blow at the chest. He felt it
Wow.
though. But not every girl will have that opportunity. So that also kept him in
Yeah.
check for some time. So for that period, in fact, that semester, I didn't even see that guy again. After that, I reported him to several people that this engineering student was disturbing me. So after then, I didn't see him. So I don't know what was what was his status after then. So that's my own experience. So if I didn't defend myself, probably I would have received a slap that I wouldn't have imagined or be
Yeah.
ridiculed in the class. So this was in the class. We're supposed to be having a lecture. So that's my own experience. Thank you.
That's a wonderful one. Yes, there are three major things I took out from there, which we are still going to be talking about at the course of this presentation. You use the word block, then you did something, report, and then of course you had the confidence to even fight back. So I will not talk much. I just picked that from your own experience. Can we have one more person before we move forward?
Hello, can I share mine?
Yes,
Okay.
please do.
All right. So mine is not really like a physical, like, like hitting someone or whatever, but I did mine verbally.
Please, can you introduce yourself? Sorry.
Sorry, my name is Ira Laurie.
Okay.
Mine was not physical, but it was verbal. Verbal in the sense that I had a case that was recently reported to me. It was a rape case. It was a rape case that involved someone of higher authority than, the victim. So when that case was reported to me, I was told to follow up the case. And me being me, I would, put everything in me to ensure justice is, served. So we recently had an organization come over to our place of work, and apparently there are also gender individuals as well. I don't want to mention the name of the organization. So when they came in, what I did was I introduced the victim to the association, and I was trying to let the young girl know that these people that came, some of them are also, like victims as well. But I realized that my boss that actually referred this lady to me, he's not even comfortable anymore with the way I'm, going on about this girl getting justice. It got to a point, I noticed he became so hostile towards me. Any little thing, he would just say, hey, Mrs. Laurie, you are now working with so, you're now working with, I don't know if you understand, like trying to intimidate me. So we were supposed to start an event, and if the events to enlighten students and all of it. So the event wasn't for starting. So I was, giving the other lady, that's the organizer, sign not to worry. She shouldn't be too pent up about it. She should just realize that the students would, come in. So later on, I went to meet my boss and I said, please, can you go stop the lecture that is going on at the lecture theater, so that these students, the female would come in to hear what this lady has to say to them, so that they can defend themselves, they can report cases and all of it. And he said, hey, you go ahead and tell the lecturer to stop his lecture. So I kept him quiet. I didn't say anything. Then later on, I went back, I sat down on my seat, and later on he came to me, he said, you're the one that is actually part of this particular organization. Go and meet them and tell them to start. And I said, sir, I'm not with this organization. We're in this together. I sat down. So I guess the way I responded to him, he had no choice but, just to stand up, because he's a professor. He stood up and he went to meet the other lecturer that was holding a lecture in a very big lecture theater where engineering students and others were there. His course was compulsory. He went to stop that lecture. If I hadn't approached him the way I did, he wouldn't have stopped that lecture. And students wouldn't have had the opportunity that he had. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. But he became very hostile towards me after that. He became very hostile towards me after the program. if I say anything is irritating him, if I, like suggest anything is irritating him. So what I did was I met a friend of mine who is also his friend. He's our boss. So I told my friend, I said, I'm not comfortable with the way this guy is talking to me right now. He referred this case to me and I'm handling this case. Why is he suddenly getting very upset? And listener says getting upset because he feels like I'm fighting for this young lady like this. If he's not interested, he shouldn't have, if he didn't want this girl to get justice, he shouldn't have referred the case to me in the first place. So that was what I did. So I think later on, when I sent him a message, like debriefing him of the recent my encounter with the girl and made some medical report and all that I got from the victim. He just sent me a reply, thanks for the update. But I noticed it became a little bit calm after my verbal, my reaction, like telling him I'm not going to meet these people to ask them to start, and also confronting him about going to stop the lecture that was going on at the lecture theater so that the students would come in for the program so that they can hear. And because we had programs, we had apps that would enable the students report sexual harassment and all of it. So I don't know, the thing was really irritating them. So but I'm happy that I was able to, put myself forward for him to hate me more because that's what actually happened. But the students got what they wanted. So that's the recent one that I know I did verbally, not physically.
Wow. That's much of a confidence. Thank you for sharing. Yes, I'm still picking out words from your experience. You have confidence there. And then one key thing you did there is tell. Then you talked about verbal response. And of course, he was trying to intimidate you, and the end result of your verbal response was hostility. So why I asked us to, sorry, any other person, but can we just take these two for now? So that
there's the last
because
person,
of our time.
Scholar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, good
Please go
afternoon,
ahead.
everybody.
Good evening.
Good afternoon. Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, you're correct.
My name is Scholastica.
Yes.
Igor. My name is Scholastica Ekuko, a Working Fingers International Program Officer. I can remember. Can you hear me? Sorry. Hello.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can hear you.
All right. I remember when I was in school, so there was like a set of guys at the back and we're like at the front. So they were like touching us. So me, I'm quickly someone that is very sensitive, but she just touched my get sensitive. So they noticed that I already noticed them. So they started touching the other lady. So she was feeling like she doesn't want to embarrass herself. She doesn't want, so she just allowed them to be touching her back. Like, and I saw they were big guys, and me, I big too. So I was like, I turned by like, is this girl not going to talk? So I got up, I held the boy because the guy was very small. I held the boy, I gave him a slap. Like in class, we were having lecture. I said, you don't do that to me. That you just harassing, touching the girl's butt like that. It's not good. He said, now you did a touch. I said, don't try it again. So the teacher punished the boy, took the boy out. So the girl was like, thank you. I said, why didn't you speak up? Someone is touching you, not speak up. So that she doesn't want any problem. That it's not just touch. Let they touch and let me go. I said, no, it's not right. It's your body. You have to learn to defend yourself. So that's my experience. So that's just what I wanted to say.
That's wonderful. Thank you for making it very brief. So we have speak up there. In fact, you spoke up for someone, right?
Yes, I did.
And encourage the person to also speak up. All right. Most of our discussions are going to be around the issues that I've just pointed out here from your experiences. But first of all, let me ask what we understand by empowerment, self-defense. Let's leave the true now. Empowerment, or let me just say self-defense, leave the empowerment. What do you understand by self-defense? Just a sentence by one or two of us. Self-defense.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Ability to fight for yourself or ability to, again, defend yourself?
Ability to fight for yourself, ability to defend yourself. Yes. Any other person?
Self-protection.
Self-protection. Wow. My doctor, you're welcome.
Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon. Good to see you. Yes, self-protection, ability to fight for yourself. You know, they are most times when we talk about self-defense, the first thing that comes to a lot of people's mind is fight, you know, you need to fight back. Yes, they are correct, but that's why in ESD, self-defense is beyond that physical fight. It's beyond hitting someone back. So let's just read what is on the screen. Empowerment self-defense is a holistic approach to personal safety, and it goes beyond physical techniques. It encompasses a range of social soft skills. I want to concentrate on that one, soft skills. You know, that's why I started by saying most times when people hear self-defense, what the first thing that comes to them, even now when you ask parents to come and register their children so that you can teach them self-defense, they say, I don't want my children to be fighting. Because to them, what they feel is self-defense is all about fighting, but it's beyond that. We have some soft skills that you can use to defend yourself even without fighting, though fighting is part of it, but we have some soft skills that you can use to defend yourself, which can be physical. Someone mentioned verbal. I think it's Lori, when she was giving her experience. And then psychological techniques. You can actually defend yourself even without talking. You can, in fact, I think we do a lot of eye communication at home as mothers. Without speaking, without saying something, your child already understands the body language. So it's also ingrained in self-defense. So it's not just about physical fight. Yeah, it's part of it, but it's beyond that. You can use words, you can use your body language. You know, there are some soft skills. That's why in ESD, empowerment self-defense can be taught to even primary school children of 5 years and above, because it doesn't really require physical strength. There's a place for it, but those soft skills can be employed by anybody. Or anybody can employ those soft skills to be able to defend themselves in the presence of attack. So ESD is not just about reacting to physical threats, it's about proactive response to reduce, you know, a reduction of threats through effective communication and building a foundation for the person, for a person to be able to use his strengths. And that strength comes from internal, not just the physical one. The three experiences that were shared by my NC, Lori, and Scholar, there is one thing that revolves around the whole experience, and that is confidence. If NC hadn't that confidence to, you know, speak back to that guy, and even to the extent of blocking him, you know, she wouldn't have done that. If she was feeling timid, if she was timid, she wouldn't have responded back. Same thing, that of Lori and Scholar, they are similar. They were speaking for others. So you see that self-defense is not just about physical attack or physical response to an attacker, but it's beyond that. Lori used verbal response to the lecturer. And so it is too with Scholar. She spoke up and also encouraged someone to speak up. So it's a holistic approach. It's not just about one strategy, because the first thing that comes to people's mind when you talk about self-defense is physical combat, but it's beyond that. So what are the key components of ESD, which I've started mentioning already? You have the physical techniques. Now, when my MC was giving her experience, she mentioned something, which I said I jotted down. She said block. So physical techniques, these are, you learn the basic strikes, how to block someone, how to target a particular spot, you know, to demobilize your attacker. because the issue is not just about hitting the person, but hitting the person at the correct place where you can demobilize him. You know that when an attacker comes for you and you try to fight back, if you don't hit where he can actually be demobilized, there's that tendency that he will fight you back. And if he's stronger than you, he will actually, your life might be at risk. So, but these are the things we're going to also be talking about. So the components of ESD, you have the physical, which is the first thing that comes to anyone's mind. Then we have the verbal skills, and those are the ones that Lori and Scholar used. You develop assertiveness. Now, assertiveness is also ingrained even in the physical techniques, because if you don't have that, you won't be able to even fight. And you have to communicate effectively. So the verbal skills, you need to communicate effectively with clarity of purpose. We also have the mental resilience, that is understand that fear, anxiety, and cultivate emotional strength. It has to come from within. And you have to cultivate that empowerment mindset. You have to tell yourself that I'm empowered. Like after this training, it's expected that your confidence level should rise. Normally, before we even start this training, we're supposed to check our confidence level. But from the icebreaker, I can see that the women here, or the participants here, your confidence level is actually high. Yes, but after this self-defense, it will be higher. And of course, the objective is that after you this training, you should be able to, step it down to even your children at home. After my training at Rwanda on this ESD, my first trainees were my family. Even my husband was part of it. So I trained my girls. So it's expected that after now, you should be able to train your children, train your target beneficiaries in your organizations, so that their own confidence level too will be built up. Now, the importance of self-defense, of course, number one is personal safety. You are not doing it because you want to kill someone. You're not doing it because you want to show that you have power. You are not doing it because I've learned self-defense. So anybody that try me, I'm going to deal with the person. No, you are not, you are being taught so that you can be safe, so that you can protect yourself. Now, importance of self-defense awareness. It enhances situational awareness and risk assessment. Sorry, I didn't have to start talking about GBV because this is a group that I believe that most of the participants are already working on GBV. So that's why I don't need to start taking us from GBV, and we'll have little time to get this done. So I hope it's not an assumption. Hello?
Not at all, ma. Not at all.
All right. Okay. So, yes. So the importance of self-defense. The last one here is boundaries. It teaches the importance of setting and maintaining personal boundaries. As old as we are, some of us don't know how to set boundaries. That's the truth, because sometimes we look at, number one, our relationship with people. Number two, you don't want to be talked about. You don't want people to start saying, she's too harsh, she doesn't know. So because of that, we find it difficult sometimes to set boundaries. But the truth of the matter is that you can set boundaries without even offending anyone. And that is what ESD teaches. So let's look at legal implication of self-defense. Why I bring this up is sometimes people are afraid of self-defense. What if I hit him and he dies? What if? But the truth of the matter is that, what if he hits you and you die? Would you prefer to die for your attacker? Now, does the law protect you for defending yourself? There are various jurisdictions in various countries on self-defense, but these ones are the general principles. Number one is we have that reasonable belief. That is what he's trying to say there, is that the person claiming self-defense must have a reasonable belief that they or others are in imminent danger of harm. If that is established, that actually you were or you are in the face of danger, and that is why you have to respond, then the law will clear you of any eventuality. Now, the belief now must be objectively reasonable. That is, for instance, now, I hit a man on his groins, and that led to some serious injuries, and I was sued. And of course, there are a lot of evidence that shows that I promise that I will share the slides with us when we are done with this training. So basically, we're talking about the concepts and what forms ESD. Now we have 5 principles of ESD. Sorry, I hope, can you hear me? Hello, we can hear you, ma'am. Okay. All right. So we'll be looking at the 5 principles of ESD. Now, for those of you that started with me, if you check the first page, there was a stop sign. I don't know if anyone saw that. Did anybody take note of? There's a stop sign on the first page when we started.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So now, you know, when you want to say stop, most of the time you will see this hand like this. And of course, our hand carries how many fingers?
5.
5 fingers.
5.
Yes. So the 5 principles of ESD, empowerment, self-defense, is those 5 fingers. And that is what you use to stop your attacker. So, but let's look at what each of the fingers stands for. We have think, yell, run, fight, and tell. I'll take it again. The 5 fingers. We call it the 5 principles of ESD, the 5 principles of empowerment, self-defense. So the first one is think, that is thinking. The second one is yell, yelling, to scream, to shout. The third one is run. The fourth is fight. And the fifth is tell. Please, I want to be sure that you are with me. Can somebody repeat what I said, the 5 principles of ESD?
The first one is think. The second one is yell. The third one is run. The fourth one is fight. And I didn't hear the fifth one.
You didn't hear the fifth one?
Oh, I did hear.
Okay, who can help her? I think you did very well. Thank you. What's the last one?
Tell.
Tell. Tell.
Okay,
So
tell.
think. So can we all take it together? Think.
Think.
Yell.
Think. Yell.
Run.
Run.
Fight. And tell.
And tell.
You know, remember we said that empowerment self-defense is a holistic approach. So these are the 5 principles of the ESD. Now, for the thinking, it runs through the 5 principles. So for today, I'm going to teach us, we are going to learn a song that has to do with these 5 principles, just to keep it alive in our memory. It's a tune that we are very conversant with. So I'll sing it, you sing after me, then we'll now start talking about each of these principles. It goes like this: I can think, yell, run, fight, tell. 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 I can think. Hello.
Yes, my like
Did you enjoy my voice?
I can take
Yeah.
care of
Yes.
Okay.
I
At
can
least if
sing.
you learn this song today, let me bring you in your head. Maybe you even dream about it today so that tomorrow you share the experience with us. Okay, so can we try it? Moderator, please just unmute them. Can we all try it? 1 to go.
I can think
Run.
wrong.
Should I
Yeah,
take it
I can
Hello.
think.
Yeah, run, fight, tell. I can
Write the
think.
5 principles down. Slow down, slow down. Write the 5 principles down. The first one is what?
Think.
Think. The second one is
Yell. Yell. Yell.
yell. The
Yell,
third one is
Run.
Run.
run, fight, and tell.
run. Hello. Then the fourth, then
The fourth,
the fifth one is
is the
tell.
tell.
Tell. Yes. So maybe I was too fast singing the song, so we can take it slowly. I can think, yell, roll, fight,
Tell. I can
tell.
think.
I can think. I can
I
think,
can
yell,
think.
roll, fight, tell. I can
I
think.
can think.
I can think, yeah, roll, fight, tell. I can think, yeah, roll, fight, tell. I can
I
think,
can
yeah, roll, fight,
think.
tell. I can think. All right. Did you get it?
Yes,
Yes.
we did.
All right. So these are the 5 principles of ESD. You can see now that even the fight that people so much believe that that's what we do in self-defense is number 4. So the first one and the most important one is think. Now, think has to do with you being aware of your environment, aware of danger, aware. You know, wherever you go, you are expected to. In fact, I was supposed to give that question I asked about the sign of a stop on the first page of my presentation. It's supposed to be a test of how aware we are of our environment. Because I didn't say anything about the first page, but I'm happy that somebody was able to notice that there was a stop sign on that first page. So what ESD is trying to say is that you are supposed to be thinking at all times. If you go to a place, don't just go there and do your business and go. Be aware of the environment. Take cognizance of what is happening in the environment, because there are instances where you left an environment and a crime happens there. You can be of help if you have taken note of 1 or 2 things that has happened there. So it's also a form of self-defense. In fact, you can see that when we started the song, it ends with think. It starts with think and ends with think, because all true. Whether you are yelling, whether you are running, whether you are telling, whether you are fighting, your brain is supposed to be at work at all times. You're supposed to be aware of your social environment at all times. Now you go to a place, let's say you go to withdraw money at the POS, and then you see a group of boys around there. Your brain is supposed to start thinking immediately. You're supposed to be aware of that environment. Then even as you are busy talking to the POS attendant, your brain is thinking, your eyes is moving, you are trying to decode, these boys, are they dangerous? What is their next move? So that even before they make a move, you are already ready for an action.
So that is the power of thinking. Thinking itself is the major component of self-defense. Because if you are already aware of your environment and thing is wrong around here, already you have started putting on a defense. Your brain has started telling you, in case this happens, I will do this, I will do that. So thinking is one of the major components of ESD. It's one of the major principles of ESD. Hello, are we together? Are we together?
Yes.
So yes. Okay. For instance, you find yourself in a room and the person you visited, at first you never knew that the person is going to be an attacker. But because you are a trained ESD personnel, as you enter, in fact, by this training, we're not trying to tell you that you should be suspicious of everybody, but we're talking about alertness. And when it comes to alertness, every environment is a suspect. So when you enter any environment, you enter that room, despite that is somebody you trust so much, just let your brain tell you that you and him or you and her are alone. You are just two. So amongst two of you, who is most vulnerable? If you are a lady inside that room with a man, already you know that you are most vulnerable. So your brain will begin to tell you that you need to prepare in case there is anything. One thing about ESD is that it prepares you. There's this preparedness before an attack happens, not when it happens. You are supposed to think ahead, even before you leave your house. What if I'm moving along the road? Okay, I'm going to come back late tonight, and I'm going to pass this road. So when I'm coming from that road, and it is a known fact that some boys gather there, what if any one of them try to misbehave? What will I do? That is the essence of thinking in ESD. It gives you that alertness. It makes you to be calculative so that you can protect yourself from any harmful environment. It's just that this is a physical, a virtual meeting. If not, as we are teaching this, do a practical session where we also teach how you think while moving on the road and maybe in any particular situation. I'm still waiting for this laptop to come up so that I can do some demonstrations. But I believe you can see me even with the phone. Can you see me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we
Yes,
can.
we can see you.
Yes, yes.
All right. So now I talked about thinking. I just through the 5 principles of ESD. Then the second one is what? What is the second principle?
Yield.
Yell. Even before I speak, can somebody, at least with the little I've said so far, how can yelling be a principle that can help you defend yourself? And what is the difference between yelling and?
It can distract your attacker and make them uncomfortable.
Screaming, shouting? What is the difference? Can someone attempt? Anyone?
Sorry, can you come again with your question? I didn't get you.
Okay, let me start with, what's the difference between yelling and shouting or screaming?
Is there much of a difference if you're yelling? Well, yelling you can actually ask someone to stop doing something, or you shout for help. There's not much difference. I don't think there's any difference between yelling and shouting.
No, there's a difference. Hello. When you shout, when you scream, it's as if you are scared of something. But when you yell, it's like calling for attention. Hello?
Okay. I heard you said when you scream, you are.
When you scream, there's a element of fear in screaming. But when you yell, it's like you are trying to call for attention.
Call for attention. All right. Any other person? Any other person that wants to tell us the difference? Hello? Okay, thank you very much. You said when you scream, there's element of fear, and when you yell, you are calling for attention. Well, yes, you could be right. It's element of calling for attention. Just like when you scream on your child, you believe that the child wasn't listening, so he needs to listen, so you scream. And yelling too is like you are not listening, so I will say it severally until you hear. So, but in ESD, the difference between screaming and yelling is screaming can be you shout just once or twice and keep quiet. But in yelling, you don't stop. You keep shouting until either you run to safety or you get the attention needed. Sorry, I'm going to give us. I hope I don't blow your ear.
Sorry.
I'm with you.
And yes, I was thinking that screaming is more of like a fear or panic. When you are screaming, it's more of like you are afraid of something.
It's more of
a fear or panicking about something. When you are screaming,
yes.
it's kind of different. Shouting is more aggressive. Like you have said, it's constant. You are just keep shouting to someone. It's more effective.
Yes, when it's part of it, but you can.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, I said you are right, but you can also scream not necessarily because it's out of panic. I can scream at someone maybe because of the way the person chose to behave. You can scream at a child.
Yeah.
But it could be out of fear, like you said, but not necessarily conclusive.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Hear you.
But yelling, yes, but yelling too, there could be elements of panic, there could be elements of fear. But the difference is that you make it so loud, and the volume is the difference. You make it so loud and you are not keeping quiet. You keep saying it, you keep shouting. Either until you run to safety.
Yes.
Yes, that is why it's called yelling, because you keep repeating the same thing until maybe you get the attention you need, or the person you are talking to listens. So yelling is so yelling is one of the principles of ESD, and it also you also use it when you are fighting. Although it stands on its own, but you use it while fighting. We are going to come to the principle of fighting. But yelling is calling for attention. Number one, calling for attention that something is happening which you are not comfortable with. Number two, you are telling the attacker that you are not going to keep quiet until he backs off. Number three, as you are yelling, your confidence is being built up. Because you know that there's a reaction when you yell at someone. If you are yelling, somebody that wants to attack you and the person and you are yelling, there is that possibility the person will like, she's calling for attention. He too will begin to look for safety. I don't know if I'm correct. Have we witnessed something like that?
Yes, I think not really from my own part.
Sorry, I'm
Can
just
you
trying
hear
to
me?
get clarity from what you.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Okay, can I talk?
Hello? Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I think so, because there's one thing about yelling. As you are shouting, trying to find a way to defend yourself, I think even if the attacker doesn't stop, you are still thinking of another means of defending yourself too, because you are that built up confidence. Like you are, somebody is shouting, is holding you. You are looking for ways to still find a way to still defend yourself and run. I think that is true, Sha. I think that mental, and that is true. You are actually right in a way. Yes.
Yes. So
Ask a question for clarity.
it's also sometimes it's just there's a video I would have played for us where we see an elephant that came, a bear rather, that came to attack some a lady that just came out from a car, and out of fear, you know, there is that natural instinct when you have fear. We call it the 3 Fs. It triggers the 3 Fs in your body response. Either to fight, to take a flight, or to freeze. Can I take that again? What I mean is when you are confronted with something that startles you, it's an action in your body, and it's called the 3 Fs. F. So that 3 F is either that you fight the situation, you take a flight from the situation, or you freeze. Has anybody frozen before because of fear? Something that made you to just freeze.
Of course not. Yes.
So it is, of course, it's out of fear. You know that.
True.
All right. So now I was giving you an illustration of a lady. So when the bear came out, she came to attack her. She was coming out from her car, or rather, she came out from her car, and the bear came. So the bear was coming with speed. Then she started shouting, "No, no, no!" And that is yelling. Yelling, you keep saying the same thing over without stopping, with a high voice. The volume must be very loud. So she was shouting. Instead of she being the victim of fear, it was not the bear that became afraid and quickly turned around and disappeared into the bush. Are we together?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Did we get that illustration?
Yes.
Yes.
So that's the power of yelling. Now, she didn't fight with her bare hands. She didn't have to engage in a fight. She didn't use a gun. She didn't do any karate. She only used her voice. And that is the yelling. And the bear left her. It's the same thing with an attacker. Although these principles, they are applied contextually. You have to look at the situation and know which of the principle is best to apply. That is why at the beginning of the ESD, the 5 principles, I mentioned that think cuts across the 5 principles. Even if we are to yell, you are supposed to think, what could this yelling do for me? Will it escalate the situation or de-escalate the situation? So you have to think fast. When you are under such situation, your brain is supposed to think very fast. And for your brain to do that, that is why you must build your self-confidence. Because if you don't have that self-confidence, that confidence is not there. Even the year said, fear triggers fighting, taking a flight, or you froze. And when you froze, what happens? You cannot fight, you cannot do anything. And of course, your attacker will get you. So, but if your self-confidence is intact, that's when you'll be able to think on what to do.
All right. Are we together?
Yes, we are with you.
All right. So
We are with you.
we are in principle number 2, and that is yelling. And I've mentioned that yelling is a strong tool for defense. In fact, for those of us that are Christians,
Very well.
in
We cannot see your
the
screen.
Old Testament, it was said that if a lady is being raped and she refused to shout, you know, those days the laws were very stringent, and she didn't shout for help, and nobody heard her when she shouted, or maybe she didn't shout so loud for help to come, then it means that she allowed the rape to happen and they stoned her to death. That could be an extreme example. But what I'm trying to say is that yelling is very, very key, important in self-defense. You don't keep quiet. You keep shouting until help comes. So we'll move to the third principle. Hello?
No, we can't see your screen at all.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you, ma'am.
All right. So what is the third principle based on what we have already discussed so far?
Run,
The third principle.
run.
I can hear you.
Run.
Wrong. Good. Wrong. So let's have some discussion on that. Run, is there an act of cowardice? Is run an act of cowardice?
We can run to safety.
Hello?
We can run to safety.
Yes, you can run to safety. Does that mean that you're a coward?
No.
Elsie, please, I'd like to share my screen.
We can't see your screen.
Yes, please go
Yes,
ahead
they
and
have
share,
to-
please. You can share.
Okay. So we're talking about run. Is it an act of cowardice? She said you can run to safety. So is it an act? Does it mean that you're a coward?
No, it doesn't mean so.
Of course
It depends
not.
on the situation you are in. When the person is in danger, and you know that you have an escape route to run, it's not an act of cowardness. It depends on the situation you are.
For every situation, you must be at safety for
Okay.
yourself and the environment. You must be safe in the environment for you to act.
That's powerful. All right. Are we seeing the screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Let's look at that acronym. What are you seeing on the screen, please?
Run. Let's
Run.
discuss, is run an act of cowardice?
Okay, yes, run. We have established the fact that running is not actually an act of cowardice. It depends on the situation. So let's look at examine this acronym. What's the acronym you are seeing on the screen?
FEAR.
Yes.
Fear. FEAR.
And that is what?
Forget
everything and run.
Run. Face everything and
Face everything
run.
and rise.
And that is fear, right?
Yes.
So fear, one of it is forget everything and what?
And run.
And run. The other one said face everything
and rise.
rise. Both of them, are they complete in themselves?
Well,
what I mean is that, can they stand on their own as the best approach when it comes to self-defense?
Yes, it can.
Okay, each can stand on their own.
Yes.
Okay. Does anyone have any other opinion?
Sorry, what were we comparing this fear to? Forget everything and run. What are we comparing it to? What are we comparing this fear to? Sorry, I didn't get that other acronym.
Face everything and rise.
Face
it's
everything.
The same thing with the fear. It's the same acronym with different interpretation. The first one said, forget everything and run. The second one said, face everything and rise. So I'm asking that each of them standing alone, are they best approaches to self-defense, standing alone?
Yes, it depends on the situation.
It depends on the situation. That's justice. It's contextual. There will be a situation that you face and you see that there is an outlet for you to run. You do what? You run. So, but if you see that, because there's that possibility that while you are running from your attacker, he's the best runner. He can run faster than you, which you don't know yet. So at that point, you might not have to forget everything and run. At that point, you might have to fight first before you take the flight. Are we together? Hello?
Yes.
Yes. So it's contextual, because when you are faced with such situation that someone wants to harm you, and you just decide to just run, please, let's always bear in mind of that first principle, thinking, which I said runs through the 5 principles. Before you yell, you think. Before you run, you think. What if I run and this man follows me? And maybe he runs fast, he will still harm me. So at that point, what you need to do is not just running, you need to do something first. That is why in ESD, though the principle can stand on their own, depending on the context. In some context, you need to apply all of them. It's contextual. It doesn't mean that it's complete on itself. It's not holistic. It's not something you can apply on all situations. It depends on the situation on ground. Then face everything and rise, as to make sure that you fight everybody, kill everybody, and then, you know, you have won. It's contextual too. Do you have the energy to fight everybody so that you can be called the champion, that you have won the fight? Do you think you'll be able to do it? Will you fight to the end? So that is why thinking runs through the 5 principles of ESD. So none of them is complete in itself. They are all dependent on the context of the situation. What is it like? What do I apply in this? That's why if you are being attacked in a room, what are you supposed to be doing? Even while, if you are yelling, even while you are yelling, you are looking out for possible means of escaping. If the door is already open and you know that you can go out and bang the door, or you can put some obstacles on the way of the attacker while you are running, that's your best bet. And you know that you would have called for help before even he runs out of the room. That would be your best bet. But what if the house was, the room is locked and he has the key? Let me pause here. In such scenario, what are you supposed to do? You are in the room with your attacker, and then the door is locked. There's no way to run. You can't run away. What can you do?
And you fight.
Hello?
Then you fight.
You fight. Okay. What else can
You can
you
look
do
for
apart from
other.
fighting?
Can look for other
Or
means
you
of
can yell. You can yell for help to attract attention.
Yes. While you are fighting, you yell.
Yes.
While you are fighting, you yell. And while you are yelling and fighting, you are also looking for a way to do what?
I think
To run.
yes,
So
to
you know
run.
at that point, now you have to bring in all the principles. The thinking is already there. You are adding your yelling even while you are fighting. And then, of course, you are looking for a way to do what? To run. Because you wouldn't want to kill someone. That is the truth. Except on a very rare and serious context where it's a matter of life and death. So, but ESD will teach you, by the time we enter fight, will teach you the things you can do to demobilize your attacker to the point where you can, in fact, in the next 10, 15, 20 minutes, you can find your way out while he's still busy battling with his pains. So let's come back to running. Running in itself is a defense, but it's not complete in itself. You need to check your environment, because sometimes you can run and also run into one of his colleagues, a partner in crime. So that's why you need to think fast, and you need to check your environment. You need to know, okay, if I run this direction, which direction should I even run to by the time I leave here? So you're supposed to calculate as fast as possible, even before you take your flight. You don't just take that flight. And before you take that flight, if you feel that just running might not be enough, this guy is going to follow me up, you demobilize him first. You fight, demobilize him first before you take the fight. So let's look at the screen. It says escaping threats. Why do we need to run? So that you can escape threats. It's priority for creating distance between your attacker and yourself. And remember, the distance now if you run for too long and he's able to catch you up, so you might not even have enough energy to fight. So the best thing to do is to demobilize him first of all before you take your flight. And if you want to create a distance, don't run for too long. That is wrong with your brain. Let me just give him a little distance. You just run for a while he follows you, you now take your stance. I'm going to teach us how we take what we call ready stance, awareness stance, ready stance, and then hits. We will take that one today so that tomorrow when we do the men fighting, teach you the fighting techniques, you'll be able to apply them. Why do you have to run? To preserve your life. Why do you have to run? To run to safety. When do you run? When to run? When your exit path is clear. I think I mentioned it before. When you actually know where you're running to, that's when you run. You don't just run. Is someone listening?
Yes, we are here.
All right. Then when do you run? When the threat is overwhelming. You see that the person is ready. That is a matter of life and death. But you have been able to do what? Demobilize him. So you take your flight. Because if you continue the battle with him or her, there's that possibility that it might end in death. So since you have been able to demobilize the person, the best thing to do is to run and leave the person. And then when to run, when your attacker is down, I've said it before, demobilize the person. Immediately you are able to demobilize the person, you take your flight. So now, I'm going to do some practical things. I know you can see me. Can you see me?
Yes.
No, I can't.
Okay, you are gone.
Can you see me?
No.
You are going
No,
off.
just your screen.
It's just the screen.
Yes, we can see you.
Okay.
You're going off and on.
Can you see me now?
Yes.
Can you see me?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, I can see you.
Yes, we can see you now.
We can see you.
Okay. So SC, please you help me unmute them, and I would like you to put on your video so that you'll be doing what I'll be teaching you now. All right. The awareness the 5 principles of ESD, don't forget fight and tell. Why I'm leaving fight and tell tomorrow is because we're going to do more physical activities tomorrow, and the fight is like the main thing that we need to know how to hit, get to hit, and some physical things that you need to do. So, but now we talked about thinking, we talked about yelling, we talked about running. So, but there's some things you need to do when you begin to sense that you are in danger. For instance, you are moving, and these things are meant to also set boundaries. You are moving on the way, and somebody is following you behind, and your instinct is telling you that this person actually wants to hurt you, and he was coming too close, and the person is coming too close. There's what we call awareness stance. I don't know if you can see me completely. Awareness stance is you put your leg, your front. Let me see if you can see my leg. Can you see my leg?
Yes.
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 Did you see how I stood? I'm standing.
Yes. One leg in front a bit from the other.
Yes, we can.
Thank you very much. Good. So one leg in front. Now you stand according to, because some people, the strength of their leg is the left. Some it is the right. It depends on how you can stand. Now you just, awareness stance is, first of all, you open your legs so that you have enough balance. That's the awareness stance. You put your hand, maybe you turn. If the person is coming from behind, you turn. If the person is from the front, you just stand. You don't need to keep moving to the person. You stand and put your hand inside there. Sorry, can I help you? And the person is still coming. You just say, stop. Stop. Did you see why we use the 5 fingers?
Yes.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
So
Yes.
you're not going to approach the person.
So
You're just going to
that's
stand where you are.
why ESD is these 5 fingers. So now you are using 10. Hello? So you put your hands, immediately you see that already you have taken awareness stance. Everyone say awareness stance.
Awareness stance.
Awareness stance, you are not doing like this. Awareness stance is, the person is
Your
still
legs
far away.
apart.
The person is still far away from you. You open your leg and just balance so that you can take balance in case there is going to be any kind of physical combat. So you balance. And then as you take a balance, you speak, don't keep quiet. As you take a balance, you say, can I help you? Sorry, can I help you? And the person is still coming. And your instinct is telling you that this person is about to hit you. So you don't let him come too close. So you take your ready stance. This is called the ready stance. Are we together?
Yes.
Yes.
Hello?
Hi.
Yes,
Hello?
we're together.
Yes, we are with you. We are with
So
you.
this is called the ready stance. Please, everybody, can you try it? Even if you are seated, just do the ready stance. You don't need to stand. I want to see the hand.
Yes. Now, what is the importance of this hand? It does so many things. Number one, you are telling the person to stop. Number two, you are using it to protect your face, your head, your chest. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Can you get me?
Yes, we can hear
Yes,
you.
we can.
So apart
Yes.
from the fact that person to stop, you are also using it to do what?
Protect yourself.
You are protecting your head, your face, your chest, and at the same time, you are getting ready to hit. Remember, your legs are already balanced. So it's possible that your opponent or your attacker is not even balanced, but you have taken a ready stance, you are balanced. So that hand is to tell him back off. And remember, even while you are taking your ready stance, your mouth should not be quiet. Go away. I don't want to fight you. Please go away. Go away. And then, of course, if he's not going away, you keep increasing your volume, the volume of your voice. The yelling continues. Are we together? You keep yelling. Now, the yelling now does not mean that if he now comes to beat you, you still stay there. No. Remember, some people, by the time you take this stance, they will start moving. And as they are moving,
in a meeting.
How now?
So that your balance
Online. How you did?
I just want to say.
impact. Because
Hello.
hello,
We can hear you.
you have not
Yes,
been
we can hear
hearing me.
We are hearing you. Sorry. We can hear
Sorry?
you. We can
Did
hear
you
you.
hear what I said before?
Sorry, please repeat because someone there was interference. We had to mute. You can repeat
Okay, so
again,
when
please.
what last did you hear?
We heard about the continuous
Continuous yelling, right?
telling the person to stop, continue increasing the volume of your voice.
Whilst you
If
are
the person-
standing.
Very good.
Yes.
So, but remember what I said. If the person is still coming and you are still yelling, it doesn't mean that you stop at yelling. It means that you have to fight. You have to fight. You're already standing. So, but there's some people that when they have seen that you're taking this ready stance, they will start moving. That is, they will leave your front to come to your back. You will not allow that. So, but what do? You don't turn like this. You still maintain your stand and then be moving with him so that your stand, your balance can be intact. You keep moving with him until when he dares to come close. Now look at my hand. One is in front, one is a little behind. Is that correct?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Now, you don't hit with this one that is in front. If I hit with this one, there won't be any force. Do you get? So
Yes.
the one I hit with is this one because I will take it back and then I hit.
With force.
Yes.
Do you understand? But
Yes.
this one cannot do anything. But why I'm doing it, remember that I said, apart from the fact that this hand is helping you to stop the person, it's also protecting you.
Protecting you.
Want to
Yeah.
hit your, end up hitting your hand. You want to hit your chest, end up hitting your hand. So, but this one that is in front, even if it's this one that is your own, mine I use rights to hit. But for you, if it is this one that you prefer, the left hand, so you put it behind and put your hand this way. So you hit with the left. If it is the right, you hit with the right. At least give the person one first. And then when the person is, you will still be talking, I don't want to fight, please go away. But the person maybe is not having enough. Of course, you keep fighting until you demoralize, you make sure that the person is demoralized.
Is there anybody demobilized? Is there anyone that can try that? Maybe if you... Hello? I'm not seeing any of my women. I'm seeing the guys.
Yeah.
Hello? Okay,
Hi.
yes. Can you try it? Can you try your hand?
Okay.
Give me an awareness stance first.
Okay.
Yes, awareness stance. That one is ready stance. Awareness stance, face me, balance this way.
Okay.
Put your hand this way. Good. So you will not be speaking. Go away. Can I help you? You understand?
Wait, can
so
I
once
help?
I say ready stand, you take ready. Okay? Ready stand.
Yes.
Good. You see that leg, but don't bend this leg so much, because if you bend it so much, the second one, if you mistakenly hit this place, if you hit here, your joint here, you will fall down. So make sure it's straight. Are we together?
Yes.
So this ready stand. Thank you, Scholar. You have done that. You are following. So can you take a hit now? Imagine you are hitting your attacker now. Hit. No, there is no force there. Look at my hand.
Scholar has not eaten. No, she has not eaten. I didn't even feel the force from here.
Just, good. You don't do like this. If you do like this, the force will not be there. You did in a way that you fast with
pressure.
Energy. You just hit. And this is where you target to use.
Joe.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hi.
Okay, are we gauging the chin of the person, of the attacker? Are we gauging the chin of the attacker?
Yes, because the person is coming to you. Do you understand? Okay. The person is facing you. You are standing, he's standing. So the best place to him is that chin. By the time you do this thing and you hit like this, person's head goes up, and this place is very painful. Maybe you ask one of your daughters to try it on you softly. The first time I taught my daughter, she mistakenly hit me, and I had that pain for over 3 days.
Okay, now. Wow.
As simple as you think it is, it's not very simple. That's why I told you that the ESD, even a 5-year-old child can hit a man there and he will feel pain. So that's why it all right, thank you, Scholar. Is there anyone that wants to try?
Mama Ray, I can see Mama Ray there. Oh, Mama Ray, try now. Mama Ray. Mama Taiwo.
Yes,
I'm here.
Mama Taiwo, I try now. Ogun State should represent Ogun State.
One more person try. Tomorrow we are going to do more. Today is just introduction.
Yay, I'll be ready tomorrow. Very ready tomorrow.
Yeah. Lillian, are you trying?
I'm sitting in the car.
Okay, even while you're in the car, give us a ready stance.
Ready stance is actually
try a ready stance.
Okay, but I'm sitting down. No. Ready stance, actually I'll put my left leg in front. Okay, the hands. Okay, yes, I can do that.
No, just concentrate on the hand. I just want to see the force of
like
the hand.
this. So this is my strong hand, so it will be behind, and my other non-dominant hand is in front, like this.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So that if I
Exactly.
want
So
to
that
hit, I come with
when
force.
you hit,
Yeah.
you come with force.
I come
Yeah.
with force and
And then
target
so
the
hit.
chin up. Like that.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you. So
Where is
always
Lori?
remember, take
Lori
and
has
this
been
thing
learning
happens
martial arts.
swiftly.
So
Is that?
where is Lori? Lori has been learning martial arts. Say she has been out of it for long. She's not. Her video is not open.
Glory.
Yes, Lori, Era. Is she there? Era, open your video and let her do your own.
Nancy, you have not done your own, no.
Hey, Nancy is coming back from travel. Oh.
Okay, let me just try.
It is well. So that is the
Lori, oh, you open your video now.
Like,
I can see.
Please
Is
go
it
ahead.
typo?
Okay.
Want to? Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
see
yeah.
Lori has opened.
Please. Oh my gosh, she even showed us from. Okay, start from awareness stance. Start from awareness stance. Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. What did you say?
Start from awareness stance.
Okay.
The person has not come
I wasn't.
close yet.
I was.
You are just aware that it's like there's a potential danger. That is the awareness stance.
Awareness stand.
Yes.
I stand with your legs apart.
This
You just stand with your leg apart.
The awareness stand.
No, stand with your legs apart, your hands together in front of you.
Look at me,
Your
Lori.
legs apart and your hands in front of you. That's the awareness stand. No, go let your legs come together. Just stand aside, and
Look
then your
at
hands
your
in
legs,
front. It's
like
an
you are
awareness
standing
stand.
at ease.
Face me, face
You
the
are standing
attacker.
at ease.
Stop.
You are standing at
Put your
ease,
hand down.
Your hands
and
down.
your
Keep your
hands
hands
in
down.
front of your stomach.
I'm not this way.
Yes,
So,
held together in front of your tummy. Stop. Keep your
awareness
hand down.
stance.
Keep your hand down. Join them in front of you. Join them in front of your tummy. Yes, like that.
Open your
Exactly.
leg a
You
little.
open your leg a bit.
apart. Yes. Now you stand firmly.
That's it.
Standing
So when I
firmly.
say ready stance, you now do that one that you want to do. So ready stance now.
Exactly.
Ready stance.
Yes.
So hit the chin now. Hit.
Hit the person with your right hand under the chin, the way you do by force.
Left-handed person. I would go with my left.
Okay, no, that means your right hand will be in front
Lori,
and
I
your
want to
left
see you
hand
hit.
will be at the back. If you are left-handed, your left hand will be behind and your right in front. Since you are left-handed,
Okay.
your left hand will be behind. So your right leg will be in front and your left leg behind.
This.
Yes, exactly. Since you are left-handed, exactly. So you will hit
Hello?
with your left.
Lori, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Beautiful. So use the strong one. Let the strong one be behind, and then the other one by the in front. When I say hit, you use the strong one. You draw it back, and then hit. So are you ready now? So hit. Wow. It's like the network. I couldn't have her
video.
Her video just
I can hardly.
All right.
The network is. I can't hear you at all.
Any other person that want to try before we take any question, because it's like our time is fast spent.
I don't think anybody even remember the time was fast spent. I
can
think they're already
see
enjoying
Mrs.
enjoying the
Adebanjo.
practical session.
It's true.
Enjoying the practical session.
Yeah.
It's more enjoyable if Adibi were physical. Would have been doing a lot of activities.
But I have a question.
Ocean.
Lillian.
Okay, I
have
thought
a
someone
question.
else wants to try before question, but since no
Okay.
one is indicating any,
All right.
so
Okay.
let's go ahead, please.
So it's about the running. I heard you say you should run and stop. Run and stop. I don't know why you said we should run and stop. Run and stop. What if you have a clear
When you
path
want to play, okay.
What if you have a clear
Go
path, like
ahead.
you said, to run? Can't you just run and keep running and be yelling and still running and yelling?
Very
Instead
correct.
of running and stopping, running and stopping.
No, the running where I mentioned running and stopping is not I said if you need to have clear a distance, that is, you want to create a distance between you and the attacker. Do you understand? You want to give him a little distance so that you can take your stand, so that you can have a balance. You run a bit so that you know he will follow you. You understand?
Yes. Okay.
So you run a bit, and then because he's following you, you have created that distance. You are now ready. As he comes, you just hit.
Okay.
Demobilize
Give again.
him,
Yes.
and then keep running.
Run a bit.
You
Yeah.
understand?
Okay.
Run and stop.
Okay.
But when you now, if you keep running and he has that energy to run even faster than you, and you keep running, number one, there is that possibility you will fall. Number two, there is that possibility he will catch up with you, and then he will beat you up very well.
Yeah.
And if you see that he has that energy to run more than you can, you run a bit just to create a distance.
A space,
and then you stop.
Okay.
And then take a stand. As he's running into you, you are giving it to him.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
That's what I meant by running and
I
stop.
understand. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Any other question?
Yeah, I wanted to add something again. I wanted to ask, is running zigzag another form of running? Because I was there's this program I used to watch on DSTV IDX. So it's a very criminal stuff, molesting and all that. So I get interested in this. So this girl, she was running from attacker, but she was like very intelligent to do a zigzag running. So it made, you know, when you're running straight, it's easier for the attacker to attack you, but she was doing a zigzag running. So I don't know whether it's a good way of running.
Yes, that is why I said from the beginning that thinking, you know, you remember we said we have 5 principles of ESD, right?
Yes.
So thinking runs through all the principles. Even when you are yelling, you are supposed to be thinking. So that girl was very intelligent to know that running zigzag will kind of get her attacker to be, you know, tired or, you know, confused. So it's very intelligent way of running. And let me say this.
Can I add something?
ESD, what we teach in ESD, in as much as we teach you some skills and targets, it doesn't mean that it's that you must follow it the way it is. Everything is contextual. The thing is that anything you can do to defend yourself, as long as it's not later. 2, as long as you make sure that you don't get hurt by defending yourself. Then 3, why we teach you the targeting is because if you don't target well, let me give you an example. A man wants to rape a girl and she wants to hit his penis and she missed. What do you think will happen?
The guy will be vicious, become more vicious.
Very more vicious, and that could lead to even him killing the girl.
Killing the girl, yeah.
So that is why we teach you targets. So you need to target that particular place. Even if you miss, that's why we give you different targets. For instance, I want to kick the groin and I miss the groin. Quickly, I don't need to give him chance to think. I go for the next target.
Yeah, the chin. Give him one.
I keep hitting the next target until I see he's down there groaning, then I find my way out. So it's not a straight jacketed skills, but it gives you an idea of what you can do and what you should not do, even while you are trying to defend yourself. So I don't know if that is clear.
Yeah.
Can I say something about the zigzag running?
Please go ahead.
The zigzag running also helps in when there's gunshots involved.
Okay.
When there's gun, the attacker has a gun.
It has a gun.
When you run zigzag, it will not be able to target you to shoot.
To aim very well.
Yes,
okay.
to aim at you.
That's true. Very true. Okay, any other question? Is NC still here?
Yes, I'm here. Very much.
Hello? Can you hear me, ma?
Yes, I can.
What can be done to make self-defense training more accessible to all women and girls? How can we? Because with of this self-defense now, it's more logical because it's not everybody that are here now. Other rural areas, how can we able to do it? How can they be? How can we access this to them to able to because this self-defense now is not really something that is rampant in all over the states. Most people don't really do it when it comes to NGO. So how can it be assessed? How can we be doing that?
Well, that's why you're having this training. So you can organize trainings for the rural girls, as you said. Although the one we are giving you here is not comprehensive, that is not complete. It's just some basics. You understand?
Yes.
So maybe for a start, you can organize and bring any of the ESD professionals to come teach. And of course, as they are teaching, you're also learning. They can teach you too, so that you can, like after my training, I have trained over 3,000 girls on this ESD.
Well done.
Self-defense. Wow. So what I did was I mobilized some girls from schools, and then I also hold programs for adolescent girls, faith-based programs. Like this December now, we'll be having what we call Christmas in camp. So the girls that comes in camp, I train them. So every opportunity I have to train the girls, I train. But one thing I must make clear here is that, especially for the young girls, I don't do this virtual training for the young girls because it's half information. And they may not be able to use it in a way, they may use it wrongly, and that can be later. That's the truth. Because if they meet a man that wants to harm them and they wrongfully apply what is being taught here, they may get killed. You understand? So, but we as women, at least, will be able to, look at the information that is given, even apply our own personal experiences and be able to do something. But if it's for young girls and maybe some women down there, I advise when you mobilize them, you can get an ESD professional come teach. Once the person teaches once, twice, you can see that you yourself will be able to do that.
But
So
I honestly did not understand. I didn't understand this last statement you made about if you teach young girls that they will use it wrongly and it may be lethal. I don't really understand. Is it that if you teach them how to defend themselves? Okay.
Do you understand? Now, what I just taught you now, awareness stance, ready stance, and you hit the chin. It's not enough to demobilize an attacker. So if that is all I teach a young girl and she goes and does that, what do you
Tries
think
it,
will
yeah.
happen?
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yeah.
That's why you see
So that
during
means
the
there are other
introduction, I
things
was
that they need to do. There are other things they need to know.
yes, you need to do so many things until you see that the attacker is immobile. Do you get it?
Yes.
You do so many things until you see that the attacker is immobile before you take a flight. Because if you do not demobilize the attacker, in that his pain, he gets more vicious and
gets angrier.
killed. Do you understand? So that's why the information, although not when I said when we meet with them, it's more complete. Not that because ESD training is continuous. So, but at least even if we are giving the basic, let's give the one that when they try it, they will not be in harm way. That's the whole thing I'm talking about. You understand?
Yes.
So even this you can teach your children.
But yes, that's why I'm saying this, because I was thinking of teaching my children this one.
Teach them this one.
Of course you can.
But like I said, it's not complete in itself.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I'm going to give us some.
Tomorrow she will load us small with more juicy things.
Yes.
Tomorrow I'll give us more of the basics. The one we are doing here is very, very basic. And even the one I did level 1, there's level 2, there's
I'm hoping that more people will. I'm hoping that more people will come online tomorrow and enjoy it.
Yeah, that's true.
I think because today is Wednesday, people are still at work and everything, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so I hope I cleared that now.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. Welcome.
Are we done?
Any other questions before we go? Just for today.
Are we done?
All right, Elsie, over to you. Once again, I apologize for that
break in transmission.
Technical issue.
We enjoyed it. We enjoyed the training. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
So
yes.
tomorrow,
Thank
Yes.
you all.
We'll sing that our song.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, before we go.
Thank you all for an empowering day 1 of our virtual workshop on self-defense. Your engagement
our song before we go.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. Your engagement and commitment have set a strong foundation. So let's carry this momentum into day 2 as we continue to empower ourselves through knowledge and skills. So see you tomorrow. So as we go, let us sing our song we learned today. 1, 2, go.
I'm waiting for someone
now.
I can think, yell, run.
I can think, yell, run, fight,
I can think, yes. I can think, yell, run, fight, tell.
I can
think.
I can think, yell, run, fight, tell.
I can think, yell, run, fight, tell. I can think, yell, run, fight, tell. I can think. Thank you.
This one, I'm just rolling mouth well. I really learn it though. I'm just rolling my mouth.
Tomorrow you will think better.
I can think.
All right. I want to appreciate everyone. It was nice having you on board. Please tell someone else to join us tomorrow. It promises to be more exciting. If you even have your children who have the device, they can come online with us and learn something. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. See you tomorrow, same time.
Okay. Bye.
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 Thank you very much. Good day, everyone. Welcome to day 2 of our empowering virtual workshop on the theme Empowerment Through Self-Defense. As we continue our journey of knowledge and empowerment, today we will delve deeper into understanding self-defense techniques, strategies for personal safety, and building inner strength. I hope you are all ready to equip yourselves with invaluable skills that will help us combat gender-based violence as part of the 16 days activism against GBV in 2023. Let us dive in and make the most of this empowering day together. Thank you very much. I'm none other than your moderator, Dr. Onyi Owawabuzo, CEO Blue Diamond Foundation, co-hosting this event with Glorious Teens Ministry with CEO Dr. Beatrice Onoja, who happens to be the facilitator of this event. So yesterday we had a brief understanding and overview of empowerment through self-defense. She took us through the basics, the theoretics, and gave us 5 main principles which we took home yesterday, which is to think, yell, run, fight, and tell. I think I'm correct.
Yes, you are correct.
Thank you so much. So, and she started giving us some practical lessons yesterday. So I think we're going to consolidate on those skills today. So, Dr. Onoja, please, you have the floor so that you can utilize more of your time today. Thank you. Dr. Onojama, you have the floor, please.
Hello.
Yes, can hear you, ma.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, ma.
Good
Hello.
afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good to see you all again today.
Yes.
I think before we move on, it would be nice we have a little recap. Sorry, you can see 2 persons behind me. Let me introduce them to you first. These are my 2 daughters. So some of the 5 techniques today, I'll be using them for the practicals so that you see it clearly. So that's why I even changed my background. We're in a hall now so that we'll be able to get it better. So before we proceed, it would be nice that we have a recap of what we did yesterday so that from there we can now move on. So Dr. Oni, can you moderate that?
I've done that. I think you were not listening when I called you on.
Okay.
You taught us the 5 principles yesterday, which is think, yell, run, fight, and tell. I think I'm correct.
Yes.
And you've taught us a song. I don't know whether we are ready to sing that song now.
It would be nice if we sing it.
Yay.
And then apart from singing the song, it would be nice if someone can tell us about the thinking, another person will tell us about the yelling, another one will tell us about the running. At least there are some things we said about the 3 principles we discussed yesterday, just maybe in short sentences before we go on. Hello, was I heard?
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you.
Okay. So I would love someone to tell us, what did we say about about thinking? That is the first principle of ESD.
So yesterday you made us understand that thinking cuts across all of the other segments of this. Even if you are going to run or yell, you are going to be thinking as to how are you running and where are you running to, and also calculating if the strength of your running and then the strength of the other person's own too. Because again, if the person has more strength than you, then that means that the person can overpower you in terms of catching up with you. But if you're able to think strategically, take the necessary stops where you need to take the stop and take the stance where you need to take the stance, I think then one can really navigate whatever self-defense challenge that the person is in. And so thinking underlines all of the other factors. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That is, in fact, you have summarized that. So can we get someone to tell us about the yelling part? Hello? I think I'm seeing about 3 to 4 participants. And if you were here yesterday, I think all of us were here yesterday.
So sorry, I'm driving, but I think I can still contribute. This is Lillian.
Are they with us or they just... Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead, please.
So for the yelling, we first tried to differentiate between yelling and screaming. That screaming is...
Okay.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong? Is that how to talk to somebody? Please have manners. Have manners. Look at you. Look at the way you're just talking to somebody anyhow. Please, sorry, my sister. Somebody is on the wrong side of the road and then he's...
I thought they are doing a practical session.
Honestly, these are the kind of people that need the practical session. And they just see a woman driving and then they want to oppress you. And he's on the wrong side, he's doing one way and he's talking to me anyhow.
Uh-oh.
So sorry, please.
About that.
So I was saying that concerning screaming, we're saying that somebody could just be screaming that you are making noise. But yelling is that you are specifically calling out, for attention or to attract people's attention to your plight or to your situation, maybe for an intervention. Yeah. So that's, and that all throughout that period also, you are also thinking while you are doing that so that it will be effective. That strategy will be effective.
Thank you very much. That's I'm happy that I'm getting this feedback. Yes, now the third one is running. So who is helping us out with that? Even if you have spoken before, we are not many. You can still speak.
Okay, so let me just speak again on running. So having accessed the situation, of course, and having thought it through, running is one of the strategies you can use in terms of putting a distance between you and the other person. And in the running, you should be aware as to what your speed and your strength is, and also the other person too. In a case where the other person will run faster than you, then you can put a distance between you and the person and then take your stance to prepare for whatever it is that is coming on. So you can put a distance between yourself and the person and take a stance so that you are aware. Basically, I think that was what we said about running. And then someone also mentioned that we could also run in zigzag manners. Basically, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. You can run in zigzag manner in a way that will help to weaken your attack. And at the same time, someone also mentioned that if the person has a gun, it will be difficult for the person to target and shoot you when you are running in that manner. Yes, thank you very much, all of you, for the contribution. That shows that we are all on one page. So the 5 principles of ESD we mentioned: think, yell, run, fight, and tell. So can we take our song? Who will be leading? Who will take the lead? The guy that spoke, I'm actually not seeing your name.
He's our able IT, Mr. Daniel.
Daniel. Okay, Daniel. Now I remember Daniel. All right. Thank you, Daniel, for being our IT, and at the same time, you are blessed among women. All right.
Thank
So
you.
can we take our song? Go ahead. Okay, let me start it.
Yes, let's take the song now. I remember the song.
I can think you're wrong, fighter. I can think. I can think you're wrong, fighter. I can think. I can think you're wrong, fighter. I can think you're wrong, fighter. I can think you're wrong, fighter.
I can think.
Yes. Thank you very much. So we'll go ahead. Today we'll be doing a lot of practical sessions. We'll be talking about fight and tell. I would like to show you a video before we move ahead. NC.
Yes, ma'am.
I would like to.
Yes, please go ahead and share, ma'am.
Yeah.
You
okay,
can say,
okay. Where is it now?
Watch this. He balls his fist. He raises his fist. He prods her. We don't know what he says, and bam, she's had enough. The World Health Organization says 1 in 3 women are assaulted in their lifetimes. Think globally, act locally. There's nothing more local than your body.
Who would have thought that a woman as slim as that was going to pick up
Oh,
the man
that's a
like
female.
that?
I'm not afraid, said no one, ever. Animals learn how to hunt or defend themselves through fun and games. The mama never segregates her babies into male and female groups. They all play and learn the power of their own bodies, regardless of gender.
Once women know that they can defend themselves in a physical way, then they can defend themselves emotionally, economically, politically. I mean, there's just no end to it.
My overarching recommendation for women is to recognize that it is not a requirement that you be nice.
It's better to have all the preparation you need and have nothing happen than it is to just hope everything's going to be okay.
Okay, hit, fine. I can figure out how to hit. But to say, go away, back off, that was a really tough thing for me. A kid running out to the street and you yell, stop! You've saved them. Okay, can you access that voice for yourself? But now I'm here to fight. Can't worry if I be like the game got old and I
All right, thank you very much, Daniel, for that.
Oh, wow. No one will ever think that a very slim lady like that would have taken on that man like that.
Very good. And the man wasn't expecting it.
He wasn't
In
expecting
fact,
it. She
there's no
landed him on
way.
his back, slammed
There's
him.
no way.
Because it's always believed that the woman is defenseless, she doesn't have power, she cannot fight back. So the man wasn't expecting any hit from her at all.
In fact, that well, she did. She took the guy under his waist region and slammed him on the ground.
Yes. In ESD anyway, we don't have that kind of strategy. So, but like I said yesterday, it's what works for you at that particular time.
Yeah.
But you need to be careful. What if she doesn't have that energy or enough energy to take that?
Yeah.
So that is why ESD gives you the different strategies, but also insists that you do the one that works for you at that particular time. But being mindful of the fact that you must hit targets. If you don't hit targets and you're not like that, let's say the woman, immediately she carried the man up, the man was able to overturn her, and then now she's the one on the ground. You can see that it will, even people will start feeling that she's the one that started the fight. And then she couldn't finish the fight.
Yes.
And now the guy is on top of her. He will now have that advantage.
Upper hand, yeah.
Yes. But if you are able to hit the targets, which I'm going to teach today, if you're able to hit some targets, he will be busy groaning and you are still hitting. It will be difficult for him to even think of beating you back or trying to fight you back, because you have hit a target that is so painful that before he could, as you know, he think of fighting back, either you have taken off or you have added more harm to him. So, but did we see those hands that we taught yesterday?
Oh, yes.
Yes, we saw them. Yes.
Did we see
stop.
Okay.
Stop. And the hand in front and the back, yes. We saw that.
Did you see the ones fighting from the ground?
Yes. The women and then those children.
With the children.
Beautiful. There's a fight, like, for instance, okay, let's take it the other way around. What if it was the man that took up that lady and hit her on the... What would you have done?
Normally, for the person that has the strength to hold the man is to grab him from the back, to pull him away from the lady, if he was on top of her.
Pull him away
like
from...
like a bear hug.
You know, immediately the man landed on the ground, she still climbed on top of him.
On top of him, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So let's assume that is a woman, that is a man that hit her on the ground and climbed on top of her. What would you have done in that situation?
Maybe I would
like
look
what
for
would you have done as the victim?
To hit the groin.
The groin.
Yes.
The groin is already buried in his legs.
But you can hit his jaw, his chin.
His chin.
Yes.
But you have adequate pressure enough to hit the chin.
Yeah, or from the ground.
From the ground. You have enough pressure.
Okay.
What about
Someone
you try
said,
to maybe
my
block
madam
his
said,
eyes?
I'll bite him. That work.
What about trying to use your fingers on his eyes?
Beautiful.
Yeah, fingers on the eyes.
A
Yes,
poke in the eye.
immobilizing.
A poke in the eye.
Yes,
Hello?
poke his eyes. Yes.
Yes, but
it is always advised, hitting sometimes goes with timing. Once you see that the person has overpowered you, at that point, you fake compliance.
Okay.
Are you with me?
Yes.
Let me see. I don't know if you can see the questions come. Can you like? So bring down the line down. Can you all see?
Yes.
I'm already on top of her. She cannot even access my groin. Do you get it?
Yes.
I'm holding her hands.
Okay.
So now I'll be commanding her, keep quiet. Compliant. Yes. Oh, yeah, if you talk, I'll kill you. Okay. Then I feel like this. You not use what you call it, you poke in the eyes. Immediately, because what we call it is window of opportunity.
Yes.
As you fake that compliance, the person will not believe that you are already overpowered. Exactly. So he now wants to take his next move. That next move now is either is releasing one of your hand, or he's trying to stand up, or he's trying to do something. So that window of opportunity, you take it without hesitation. Immediately I release her hand, you give me poke in the eye. Immediately I release her hand, I've already gotten the compliance for her. Immediately I do like this. Back. Then she push forward and hit. And then keep hitting until I am down. Totally down. Then you take off. Did you see that?
It wasn't so clear how she hit you. They didn't show that well. Yes, please.
Okay. So I'm trying to say that if it was the man that was on top of the woman, at that point, he has already overpowered her. So what you need to do at that point is you fake compliance. You can even tell him, sorry, I'm sorry, I won't hit you again. And whatever he's saying, he's just saying, yes, sir, yes, sir, like, yes, sir, yes, sir, keep quiet, yes, sir, keep your body, yes, sir. Anything I say, you just say yes, sir, because you are incapacitated already. So immediately he finds out that you are already incapacitated, he would like to take the next move. So immediately he takes the next move, and that next move can be he's releasing one of your hands, or even both of them. So immediately he does that, you do what? Then you push out. Don't waste time. Hit again. Oh, all these targets you are hitting, it will be difficult for him to recover even within 20 minutes.
Okay, so at that point, you hit the eyes, and then you hit him at the chin, right?
You do the poke. Somebody mentioned
you poke the eyes, then you give the chin, then you hit the chin. Oh, and the temple.
The left ear.
Okay.
The left temple.
Yes, connected to the brain.
Okay.
You do your hand like this. We call it hammer fist. Let's just come. Hammer fist. You can hit any of the two sides. Come in your ear. You can hit any of the, but is that for the target, the left is most vulnerable. Because if I just use it and here, it will register before his brain will contain it. He's already down, and I will not stop.
Okay.
You understand? I keep inflicting injury until I make sure that he's totally down. Before I now take off. You can see that she also, while from the ground, she also gave me what we call palm heel hits on the chin. When she does that, the neck will go back This
Back,
place
yeah.
will be very painful.
Mhm.
And his teeth will click together.
Mhm.
The pain is overwhelming. So everything you are doing, remember we said that thinking cuts across all the techniques, all the principles.
Yeah.
Whatever you are doing it as fast as possible. Immediately you poke the eyes, the next thing is you find a way to hit another target, move out, stand up so that you not become the aggressor. He is down, you will be up. So but you don't just keep fighting from the ground. You make sure you find a way of
Get up.
to get up. So all the targets that you get, you know you can get at that particular time, do that. Hello, any question? It's like I've entered the fighting already. All right. So let me play another video.
Can I ask, in this type of case where he tried to do something else and to get up, can you maybe then target the groin if he's like in a kneeling position, or can you now at this point now kick him in the groin?
If the groin is accessible, but while he's kneeling, somehow the groin will not be that accessible.
Okay.
And like I said before, sometimes when you miss the target and the person has seen, oh, he wanted to be more
angry, yeah.
Yes, you get him more angry. So it's better not to hit the target without getting the target than miss it. You understand?
Yes.
So you always wait for what we call window of opportunity. Your brain should be running fast. Where can I access now? Is it the temple? There's a place you also hit in the heart. There's a place here, but it's very dangerous. If you don't hit the right place, you may hit the wrong place where the person can die. So, but you can hit a place where he can just, he can even faint. So, but that one is somehow a high level. Even they are not advising us to go there, because you have to target the right place. If not, there's a place you will touch around this area. The person can die at that moment. So you make sure you have your target, your window of opportunity. Don't be so much in the haste to hit, but hit without hesitation. I don't know whether it's clear. Don't be so much in a haste to hit, but hit without hesitation. What I mean is that before you hit, you think, can I get this? What else can I do? And you do it swiftly. Are we together?
Yes.
All right. So we're going to practice that awareness stance, ready stance, and hit now. Then I'll begin to give us the different kind of fighting strategies that you use for an attacker. So Precious and Phil. You can move back, just move back in a way they can see you. Back a little. Can you see them?
Yes, better.
Yes. So two of you just stand. So stand together, stand together. Stand together. Face me in. Awareness stance. Ready stance. Stop! Again, go back again. Awareness stance. Ready stance. Stop! Hit. You're supposed to be yelling. Awareness stance. Ready stance. Stop! Hit. Stop! That's what I taught yesterday.
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes, it's clear.
All right.
It's clear.
So now, one of them is going to be an attacker that is coming from far, just for you to practice this. Why I'm revising this is very key, because when you are moving on the street and somebody, you have your instincts begin to tell you that this person that is coming is like something is wrong. There's something you need to do. So Favor and Precious, one is an attacker. You move and start harassing. Yes. Hello. Can I help you, sweetheart? Did we see that?
Hello?
Can they repeat it again, please?
Repeat it again and keep shouting, keep yelling.
Help, help, help.
You don't need to, no, go away. So let's, okay, come a bit closer. All right, so start, want to go.
Hello, can I help you?
Stop!
No.
Okay. Did you see that?
Yeah, we saw. So when she hit the chin, then when the attacker falls, then it's like she used her legs to hit him around the head region or so. Okay.
Yes.
That's continuous hitting.
Continuous hitting until you see that it's difficult for him to stand up immediately. And what next did she do after that?
I didn't get that. I didn't get that side.
She ran away.
Okay, yeah, okay. She ran away, yeah. Ran away.
And she was shouting, help, help, help.
Okay.
Okay, maybe we didn't hear her.
No.
Okay. So immediately she got him down. She found a way to run away. Remember that running is part of our principles. And then not just when as she's running, she was also yelling, help, 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 so that she's calling for attention, she's calling for help. And that will further make the attacker to either remain on the ground, or even if he finds a way of standing up, he will also start running to safety because he doesn't know the people that will be coming for help to help the lady, and he may end up getting beaten again. So you apply all the principles. While you are even hitting him, you are also screaming, you are yelling. No, go away. I told you to go away. You'll be saying things that even when people gather, they will be able to know that something that you were not the attacker. Is him that was the attacker. Because if they meet you at the point where you are on top of the person or you are the one hitting the person, they don't know who is the attacker. They don't know who is the victim there. Are you getting it? But because as you are hitting him, you are saying something. I told you to go away. I told you to go away. You refuse. Stop. Somebody help. 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 People are listening, so they will know that you are the victim here. It's just that because you have some maybe training, you're able to fight your attacker. I don't know if that is clear, so that we'll go to the techniques that we have for today.
Okay.
It's only my NC that is talking. Are the others with us?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Hello?
Can hear you.
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you.
Okay. All right. So you can sit down. All right, thank you, Zainab. All right, so now for the fight, there are different types of fighting strategies. There's one we call the palm heel, which I have already shown us, the palm hit. That one you use it for the chin. You hit. This is the palm. That's what they call the palm hit. You use the palm to hit. You hit the person, the palm heel to hit the person. That one is what we have been talking between yesterday and today. And then there's another one, hammer fist. You know, your hammer is like this. They taught us that, you know, when the crude way of fighting we learned is using this and be hitting somebody. But we're taught that this place is very fragile. The more you hit the person, you'll be also feeling pain. That's why when you see boxers, when people when they're on the ring, they give them something to protect that area. So it's not advisable to be hitting with this. Rather, you make a fist. So we'll call it hammer fist. So this is where you use to hit. You can hit any part of the body. But where pains the most or that can demobilize your attacker the most is close to the ear, the temple. and that is the left one. It's connected to the brain. So you give the person, once you give it will take the person a long while to recover from the pain before thinking of anything else to do to you. So use this. So you can use it, come one person. You can use hammer. I can't see us. You can use it for the ear. You can use it for here. Around this region. Can we see?
Yes.
Yes, you hit here. Even when the person holds you, you can use hammer fist. Please watch me, what I'm going to do. She's holding me. She's holding me. She's holding me. Now I cannot access. Even if I do like this, there won't be any force to use to hit the person. So all I can do is I move my waist. Now the groin is free. Okay, let me go this way so that you can see. The groin is free. But this is my strong hand, my right hand. If yours is the left, you move your waist to the right so that you can use the left. If yours is the right, you move your waist to the left so that you can use the right. So you can use hammer fist to hit the groin. So as I move, this place is open. So I do hit, and she will release me immediately. Then she release my thumb. I add again. I give again until the person is down. So you can use the hammer fist to do that.
All right.
Hello?
We are with you.
All right.
I'm already feeling like Jackie Chan very soon.
All right. So I've mentioned two. The next one is kicking the groin. To kick the groin. That one we do it even without being trained. But the truth of the matter is that we are not really taught how exactly we are supposed to do that. Now the groin for the man, and we're taught that it's not just about the male gender. Even for a woman, if you hit her here perfectly, she will feel very, very a very serious pain. But it's more painful for a man. So that's why the strategy is they tell women that the best place you can really hit a man and he will feel the pain so badly is at the groin. So we have two. We have the kick and we have the knee to the groin. Knee to the groin. Then we have the kick. The kick, flip kick, is from far. The person is coming. This person is coming. I hit from far. But the knee, I have to move in. Can you see me?
Yes.
Yes. Flip kick to the groin, it has to be from far. Maybe I don't want him to even come close to me. Then I just hit. But if I want to use the knee, I have to move in. I have to come close to him. And then if you can hold him and you give it. It's best for you to see how you can put your hand and give. You know, the thing happens so swiftly. So you just put your hand and hit. And don't forget, you are taking your attacker unaware. So you even moving him and touching him, you'll be feeling what is wrong with this one. But before he knows what is happening, you have already done what you want to do. So, but if you feel that you cannot accept him and it's coming from far, please use your flip kick and hit it. Hit it. Eh? Yes. This is your. This is where you're supposed to use. Not your. If you use this, the tip of your toes, you will feel the pain. You will not feel much pain. But you use this place. What do they call it? You make sure that this place enters. It enters totally. It will push the groin in, and that is what will cause more pain.
So don't allow your toes to be the one doing the job. Push your leg in totally because it will harvest everything and push it inside. So it's called the flip kick or knee to the groin. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you.
All right. Before I go further, I will still share another video.
My name is Nelson Neo. I'm the founder of SHIELD, Women's Self-Defense. These are some simple defense moves for common assault.
You push it down.
Back off!
The main thing to remember is to be aware of your surrounding, always. Always use your core so you're not flailing around with your upper body. Also, when you have someone behind you, strike the groin first. Grabbing the face is really good. You just hold on to the face. Boom, you just grab on and push it back. When someone point a gun at you, run. If you can run, you run. You run zigzag and you scream. The myth that if women fight back, the guy's gonna get angrier and the woman's gonna get hurt, that's only true if you hit him a few times and look, and he's gonna come at you differently. So the first hit you throw, you need to be fully committed and become the aggressor. Sometimes you're simply overpowered. When you're overpowered, just relax for a second. And fake compliance is key. Say, okay, I'll do whatever you want, please don't hurt me. Get him to relax first. And then you fight whenever there's an opportunity. Women of any size can do this, as long as you know what to do and you know how to use leverage.
All right. Thank you very much, Daniel. Okay, the discussion is open. Please, I want the videos on.
I can remember vividly. I think it was Scholar yesterday was asking that question. When do you do a zigzag running? And we actually answered that it was at gunpoint, which this instructor has just confirmed now through the video. The time to run, how to run zigzag and not straight, not on a straight line, especially when you're at gunpoint. So because the person will be able to aim you as a target.
That's true. Okay. Can we have more contributions?
So you just asked, you showed us the groin, the strike at the groin when held at the back, from your back.
Yeah.
So you swing to your free side and use your dominant hand to exert more force onto the groin.
Yeah.
area. Okay, so what that's technique where the hands are on your hair. The attacker is dragging
Yes.
your hair. How do you turn the limb of the attacker now? What they call it, the push. They call it a push something. I didn't get that. So fast. The hands of the attacker was turned the opposite direction. The person who was dragging the hair.
Okay. Yes, you push your. Okay, let me demonstrate. Hold it. Come and hold my head. Don't hold it tight, madam. No, my hair. She's holding my hair. Now pulling me backward. It is. So what I do is I use my two hands on the hand. Then I push my two elbows together to protect my eye, my face, my head. Then remove the chair, table. As I'm holding the hand, are you seeing me? I'll push in my elbows together. Then do you see?
Okay.
Did you get
okay,
it?
so your elbow is still closing your face, so to say, when you are turning your head out of the grabs.
No, she's holding my head. So I use my two hands on the hand. Close your two elbows together. Then bend down and grab it. Your head is up from the grab.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
Is it clearer now?
Yes, ma'am.
Please, the other participants, are we here?
Please,
everyone?
Let's have you. Please unmute.
Unmute, in fact, put on your videos. We are going to do some practical sessions now. You are going to show me what you have learned, the ones we have done now. And it's like it's just two of us and Daniel.
No, we are more in the house. So.
Okay.
Okay, Dr. Lillian says she's in a program.
Okay. I can see
Hello. Sorry, I was trying to unmute.
Okay.
Good day, and thank you, Coach. Although I missed the first session, I keep hearing that you've started this yesterday, and I'm hoping that the video recording will be shared with us so that we catch up on these strategies that are very key for our survival. It's really a pleasure, and I'm happy that I didn't miss today's phone. And well done, Madam Coach. In fact, it's an amazing technique that you are teaching us, and I'm hoping that we can, we won't have any cost to apply it, but if we do, I know that we are prepared to actually self-defense ourselves. Thank you so much, and thank you, Madam President, for giving us the opportunity to be part of this session. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Please let me take our time to recognize Dr. Zainab Karo Mahmoud Idris. She happens to be the president-elect of Medical Women Association of Nigeria, National. I'm so happy to have you on board, Ma. Welcome, Ma.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Ma.
Thank you, Ma.
Yeah. Okay. So there are some techniques that he showed there that I have not taught yet. To be sure that you watched, please can you mention them? At least Dr. Oni mentioned one, the hair grab, which we just practiced now. So which other
we
one?
Also showed that the heat, the one you taught us before the show of the video, where you use your knee to hit the groin too. Where we use the feet and also the knee.
Yeah, the one he showed, the one that was shown on the video that I've not taught.
Okay. The choking technique also.
Yeah.
That one wasn't really clear how to do that.
Okay. You can do it. Okay. All right. They said they can do it, two of them. All right. Who will be don't please gently. With your two hands. Let's go. No. Come. Come and show you. Your two hands. You don't need to hold me like this is choking. You're trying to choke me. Now, because she tried to choke me, I'm facing her directly. Hello? So if I'm hitting her hand, still trying to hit her, she will still, her grip will become, listen. So what I do is to turn my face to the opposite direction, pull it down. Did you see what happened? If she's choking me and I'm hitting her hand or hitting, I can't even be because I'm choking. Don't press it to her. Your mouth, you want to go. Because so what I do is I turn my face. When I turn my face to the opposite, you can, even at home, you can ask any of your son or daughter to hold and we just practice it. You will feel that immediately you are turning, you will see that the hand is moving, which means you are weakening the hand. So as I turn, I put down, and then this is called elbow hit. Elbow hits.
Okay, so where are we hitting with the elbow? Where are we hitting with the elbow? Where are we hitting with the elbow?
The temple.
Okay, the temple. Okay.
Get closer. Hold my hand. Now look at, it's because she's as tall as I am. So when I pull her hand, I can get her temple. What if the person is very much higher than I? If I pull the hand, I can hit here.
Okay, with the elbow too.
See, by the ribs.
With the elbow or with hammer fist?
Anyone that at that moment you know you have the strength to add force to. I can use the hammer fist. But why I use the elbow is that, look at what happened. I pulled the hand, and one of my hands is still holding one of his hands. So I give here, or I give here. Do you understand? So these are the basics. But you do the one that you know you have that ability and energy to apply at that moment. Is contextual. So, but you need to meet target. You know, even in the video you mentioned it. Targets. Here. You even mentioned the nose. And of course the throat. That I said, let's calm down for that one. There's a special training for that. Then here, the ribs area, the groin.
Yes.
So that for the choking, the best place to hit is where your hand can easily reach at that moment, depending on the height of the person. She is almost of the same height with me, so I can reach her temple. I can reach her ribs. You get it? I can even, if I bring down her hand, I can do like this. The same hammer fist. Because this is my strong hand, and that is the one I have released. So I can hit.
All right.
Yeah. Hello?
This is getting interesting.
So which other strategy did he use there that we have not talked about? It's not just one, there's another one he did. The grab from the back, I think I still showed it here.
There were two techniques of grabbing from the back. And the one that the ladies also did. I can't remember that, what he called it. What was that, pivot something? I can't remember. I saw this one.
The one he carried her up.
Yes, and it's just like that Indian lady and the man, the first video we saw.
Yes. So if a man carries you up,
yes,
you don't need to, don't be in a hurry to let him release you. He will release you by force. And how do you do it? You use your two hands and be hitting the groin.
okay.
Yes. Don't be in a don't start pulling his hand. No, stay comfortable on his grab and use your two legs, the back of your heels. Use your heels and be hitting the groin. On his own, he will release you. And of course, remember, once he releases you, don't say he has released you and you start running immediately. Once he releases you, turn around, give him more. Let him be on the ground before you run.
Okay, okay.
Yes. So the grab from the back is clear. There are two grabs, the normal grab and then the grabbing of the hair, which I have shown.
Yes.
So I think that is clear.
Yeah. Am I the only
clear?
one talking? Please, other people should speak, please.
I'm hearing, no, you're the only participant.
Scholar, I've not heard Scholar's voice today. Mrs. Patience.
Is she here?
Louisa. Oh, I have my secondary school classmates on the line here. Louisa Olunose. Welcome, dear.
I didn't see Lori.
You're free. Oh, everybody's a free interactive session, please. So you can speak. You're not clear with anything.
All right. Can we all put on our videos? Let everybody practice something.
Hello.
Everyone, please.
It may not be possible where some of us are.
Okay, those of you that
thank you very much. It's been very exciting and empowering. But I was wondering, is it possible to send us the recorded videos so that we can practice in our homes?
Wow.
Yes,
like the ones I just showed, they are all from the internet.
No. I mean the one you've trained us on now. This one is being recorded.
Okay.
Yes, the recordings will be shared later.
Okay. So
as long as you have registered on the link, we'll get it and share it to you.
All right,
it's really very helpful.
Practice.
You say?
Hello?
Hello, ma.
Yes, NC.
Yes, ma.
I was saying, yesterday you didn't practice the awareness stance and the ready stance, and then
okay, you want to catch me today? Hey, Doctor, not just to catch me today.
Yes,
okay.
Yes. So
okay,
can we
this
do
awareness stance? Am I okay?
Yes.
Can you see me?
Stance. Wow, your hands are so perfect. Hit.
Ha! Ha!
Already you're feeling like Jackie Chan.
I thought I'm like a Jackie Chan already.
This is beautiful. No, but let's to add yelling into it. Awareness stance, ready stance.
Stop.
Hit.
Ha.
Yes. Stop. Go away.
Go away.
Good. Go away. Now, okay, let me test you again. Sorry. Yesterday, I made mention of something. If you take your awareness stance and the person is still coming, he's coming close, but he's not coming directly. You want to circle, wants to go behind you. How do you turn?
You'll be following him gradually. Gradually, you turn to where he's going.
On the same spot.
Yes. But just turning gradually.
Beautiful. Yes, so thank you very much. You don't just turn, you follow him. whichever side you keep yourself steady where you are, and then be following. Go away, and you will not keep quiet. You keep yelling, go away. I said, go away. So you don't. Thank you, my NC. You were really following. Okay, thank you. I'm going to teach us the wrist grab, very common. Wrist grab. He showed it. It was very fast. So, but I'm going to show us again. Favor and Precious. You can do that. So, Favor, grab Precious' hand. Okay, open this. You just took the light now. It's okay now. Yeah. All right. All right. So, Favor, grab Precious' hand. Please watch. Do it slowly. Now, there are two things involved. Come. Can we see this? The person can grab you either this way or this way. So if he grabs you this way, this is open. So we'll grab me. Please, are you seeing?
Yes, ma'am, I can see.
This is the grab. This is an opening here. Hello?
Yes.
So I can just do like this. My hand is off. So, okay. But she'll grab me the other way around. Grab me like this. So there's where they will grab you. You won't, because now I cannot, I'll be struggling. So what I do is what she did at the first time. I take his hand backwards. His back here will be, he will have some pain at his back, so he will release your hand. Take it again. Look at it. No, bring it. So I take the hand back. It's off. You understand? Okay. So, but if this place is open, I can quickly follow that opening and release my hand. But if it is not open, it's the other way around, then I will just have to push the hand backward and it will go up. There's another method. Hold me. All I need to do is bring this my other hand, hold it like this, and boom! Careful. Then I pull. Did we see that?
Please, I like that technique. Repeat.
I showed three ways of releasing your hand from a wrist grab. The first one, look at where this is. It's an opening already, so I just remove my hand. But if it's in a way that there is no, the holding is very tight, I will just push his hand back and he will have pain on his back. So, but there's another one. I'll just hold my hand. This other hand is free, so I join it together and pull.
Okay.
Yes. You can see that I was almost, she was almost hitting herself on the ground.
Yes.
So you don't pity the attacker. It's called wrist grab. This is how you can pull out yourself from the grab. Okay. Hello?
Yeah, we can see you.
All right. So before we enter other questions, let me just teach one more. Now there are a lot of the fighting strategies. So I'm just going gradual. I'm going to teach how to hug a man or how to avoid a hug. This is for our daughters, even for us, because as old as we are, sometimes there's some men that
they will see you, they really want to hug you chest to chest. There are a lot of mischievous that. So how you can avoid it? I think 2 of you can do it. Yes. I'm going to show you about 2 or 3 strategies. So do that one. No, that one that you hold the hand. Again, do it gently so that they will see. You're already taking your hand. You have to hold her. She gathered the hand and gave it back to him.
Okay.
I am hug me. Oh, go and be drinking. Hello, how are you? Did you see that?
Yes.
Hello, how are you? You gather the hand and give him back. So I told some of the girls, I said, this one actually, in African context, uncle might be very angry. I said, what do you mean? So another thing you can do is what they just showed now. The first one they did, you give him side hug. But I have had experience where I gave the man side hug, he turned me. Did you see it?
Yes,
I gave him side hug. He turned me so that my chest can come to his chest. So at that point, what do? You bend. So do it. It looks so easy, but sometimes
that's polite rudeness.
Yes, it's a polite way of saying no. Listen. Okay. Did we get that? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Any question?
Time to ask your questions, share experiences, please. Thank you so much for being with us to this time. My participants are doing so well. Thank you. Scholar, Louisa, Lillian, Michael. We have another male in the house, Dr. Michael. Wondioko, welcome. Patience Odusolu, and my able M1 president-elect. Thank you, ma, for staying on.
I have a question.
Okay.
Hear me?
Who is speaking? Sorry, who is talking?
It's Alu Nonsense speaking. Oh, yeah, now.
Okay, Luis.
Yes.
Luisa, yeah, you can speak.
Yes, it's me speaking. So, thank you so much for this very helpful and informative session. I realized that throughout the session you've been saying he. Can these techniques also be applied when being attacked by women? Because we have some women try to also fight you. And I was going to ask about that wrist grab, because that seems to be the most common form of aggression when you are being attacked. The first thing people do is they grab your wrist.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, go ahead. What's the question about the
I was just basically saying that you said a lot of he, so I was just asking, can this also be applied when you're being attacked by women? Because women too sometimes tend to perpetrate violence and aggression. So if you are doing this with uncle, if auntie decides to attack you too, can you do the same?
Very.
Like I like that one where you packed the 2 hands and gave it back to the person. All those unnecessary hugs. So can you do that too with women? Or with women you have to be more gentle?
Okay. Apologies that I'm being he. Statistics have shown that women are most vulnerable. This strategy we are giving is because there's that general perception that women cannot defend themselves. And we call it, this is soft skills. The man you already have some powers. You can, even without some of these strategies we are giving, you can actually defend yourself. So it's general. It's general, it's for everybody. But even from the video I showed you can see that even the man is talking more towards the women gender. Why? Because statistics have shown that they are the most vulnerable, most active. You understand? So that's why maybe I've been using the word he, because mostly it's men that are perpetrators. But of course, we also have women that perpetrate such acts. And like when I go to schools, like the boys, I teach them how to, when auntie begins to touch your chest, I say, this small boy, nah, see your chest, big chest. I thought I teach them what to do, what not to allow. It's also part of self-defense. So it's general. Forget about the he I'm using because of the
Thank you.
So what you were saying something about the wrist grab. You said you wanted to ask a question about.
Yeah, no, yes, it was the wrist grab I was curious about, but you had already shown a technique on how to disengage. You know, when somebody grabs you, you've already shown that. Yes. Okay. Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, any other question? Hello? It's like there are no questions, everybody has. This is not the complete package. This is the basics, and it's not something that can be taught in 4 hours. So, but this is the basics that we need, actually. So you can make your own inputs, and there are so many fighting strategies. Of course, the ground fights, I cannot even teach it online. The one that you fight from the ground. There's also the way you can, when you're on the ground and somebody tries pulling you from the ground, there's something you can do to this. So somehow, some of those ones are somehow difficult for me to teach online. So, but these basics, that's why we have those 5 basics, are the basics that we teach. And of course, even in schools, if you're able to teach this, you would have empowered the child or the girl child to a certain level. Her confidence level will actually be high, and she'll be able to defend herself in some situations. So that's why if you look at the principles, it's not just about fighting. And of course, the last principle there is tell. So in ESD, one of the way you defend yourself, not just yourself. Remember yesterday, the person that spoke. Someone is saying that you can't hear me. Hello?
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, somebody just sent a chat that she couldn't hear me. All right. So maybe you should check.
I can hear you now. It's me.
All right. So in ESD, we encourage that self-defense, tell as one of the last principle of ESD, is also a self-defense mechanism, because when you pass through such experience and you share it, you tell someone. Like when she ran away and she was shouting, help, help, help. When someone asks her, she should be able to tell and say, this is what happened. When she gets home, she should be able to narrate her experience. And if she knows the person, it's good that she tells the people concerned, her parents or anybody that is ready to listen to her, who that person is. And that's what we call speaking up in the work that we do. In GBV, we encourage the culture of speaking up instead of this culture of silence. Why do we speak up? We speak up so that it's also a form of self-defense. By the time the perpetrator has been reported, If peradventure he was arrested, that serves as a deterrent for others. Or the person would have known that he has been exposed. So he will not think of doing anything more. In most cases, when such people have been exposed, they can even, if he's in your neighborhood, he can pack out from that place because he has been exposed, and there's that possibility that everybody will start, stigmatizing him or her. Apology to that, my brother, once again. So, so this is the 5 basic principles of ESD. And that is where we can stop for now, except when, if there is that possibility, if you can bring me to your town, to your school, to come and teach, you also learn so that you also teach subsequently. I will be able to do that. So thank you. If there are questions, I'm still here.
Thank you, Doc. It has been really impactful. Please, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them. The floor is open for comments and discussion. Before we wrap up, please. Thank you so much.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, Kola, I said I've not heard your voice today.
Good evening. Sorry, I've been doing some note work. I have an engagement with the men now. So I just forgot. They told me to come to talk to them, educate them. So I just forgot. I was just jotting some things. So that's why I was giving those emojis there. So I'll excuse myself and I'll say thank you very much, Ipo. In fact, this little practical section, I think that's a very good tip. I just wish that this will be taught ahead, as in something that should be continuous, because we really need it. I want to thank you very much. I really got every part. It was very interesting. Thank you, NC. Well done. No, you don't try. Thank you, ma.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. More comments, questions, and hello. The floor is open for your comments and questions, please.
Hello?
Yes, please.
So it's like there are no more questions.
No more questions?
All right. So in summary, let's all stay safe. Be confident in yourself. Be aware. Even in that video that we watched, the first thing the man said there is being aware of your environment is key. Anywhere you go, just be aware. Look at the environment. Think fast. If anything should happen here, what will be my next line of action? Self-defense starts from you picturing what will happen and thinking what you can do when it happens. So let's all stay safe, teach our children. Even a 5-year-old girl can defend herself with these techniques. Yes, these techniques that we gave. Remember, they are soft skills, so anybody can apply it. In that video, the man mentioned, he said any woman of any body size can do all this and defend herself. So thank you for listening. Thank you, my NC, for giving me this platform to do this. Although it's a virtual training, and honestly, it's difficult because it needs a lot of, the training on ESD needs a lot of practical sessions, and it's mostly done physically. But I am happy that those of you that joined has already given us the feedback that you got value.
Hello.
So I appreciate you all.
Hello, can we get recordings of today?
Yes, you will get them out through your emails. If you are registered in, we'll get everything.
All right.
So I would like to thank my sister, my buddy, Dr. Beatrice Onoja, for this wonderful event. I didn't even know we'll be able to pull through. I thank God I'll be able to complete it.
Yes.
I appreciate you highly. Also, I want to appreciate our participants who have stuck by us for these 2 days. It's not easy running your data. I want to appreciate you all. Give me the chance to still call on you. Dr. Bolanle Okesino, she was with us yesterday, ma. Thank you for coming.
Yes, I also joined late.
Yes, I saw that. Miss Gloria Izedwono, Luisa, my secondary school mates, and a great writer and author in Canada. Thank you so much for joining. Dr. Lillian Ekwem, she's in FCT Abuja. Dr. Michael Wanjoku, he's in Delta, one of our doctors in the hospital, in my hospital. Thank you for coming. Miss Patience Odusolu, and my able president-elect, Dr. Zainab Karo Mohammed Idris. Thank you so much. And Scholar, thank you so much for joining. Other people in Malawi are just entering. Dr. Loretta, thank you. We are closing, doing closing formalities.
Please, we need a picture. Essie.
Oh, please, can we have a photo shoot, please? So that it will not be lost.
Yes.
Please open your camera video, so let's snap you. IT, please, let's have a snapshot. Please open your videos and let's have a snapshot to remember this day.
I'm working on.
And let me shock you, Dr. Onoja. Very soon, I will do this kind of practical session now with the secondary school in Delta State.
Wow.
On the 8th. So let me empower like 200. I'm following you at your back.
That's a good one.
Something similar wherever we are.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
So the cameras on.
Yes.
IT. Are we smiling or shouting agege bread, or what do you want us to do?
Okay.
Are you done?
Our smile is drying up. Oh.
Have you snapped us? Has IT vanished? Daniel. Okay. Daniel is not answering me. Let me be snapping the one that I can snap here, please. See my beautiful ladies. Hey, God. How can we do karate with all this kaftan everywhere?
If anything you're wearing, you can do it though.
Okay.
When it comes to life.
All right. Thank you so much. I've snapped everybody. Beautiful, beautiful. Hoping we'll be able to do this again and having more participants come on board. I know that it's something quite green to most women.
Yeah.
But I want to see an instance where it's something we'll be able to propagate and continue for some time so that it becomes a normal for us women. We must have a way to defend ourselves when we find ourselves in some precarious situations. Thank you so much again, ladies and gentlemen. Till next time, I am still your woman, Dr. Owa Wabuzo, NC, Association Against Child Sexual and Gender-Based Violence Coalition, and the CEO of Blue Diamond African Health Foundation. Thank you so much and have a blessed day. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye, Essie.